Well, that's a default. Alright, well, surely there's a way to... Oh, it's based off of a file. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of alternative files people have made that can be used. The Battle Pop-Up Customizer, a plugin that gives customization over your battle pop-ups and removes the need for the damage.png file. Once you install the plugin, you'll already begin to notice differences. The pop-ups will contain more information, and they'll begin to use your game's game font. Text for the HP damage is now red, and some of the other colors have been customized also. Furthermore, the Miss pop-up now acts differently, and more pop-ups of its nature have been added. These include the Evade, Guard, and Critical pop-ups. Anyway, like with a lot of the other customizer plugins, most of the magic happens within the parameters. The first 4 parameters will affect all of the pop-ups. These are the font size, X shift, and Y shift. The font and font size obviously refer to the font name you wish to use and the size of it. If you're using Neonfly's Preload Fonts plugin, you can just input the font name you created right in there, and things will work out great. As for the X and Y shifts, these just customize how much each pop-up shifts if there are multiple. So say for example the actor takes both HP and MP damage, the HP damage will shift 34 on the Y scale to make room. Everything under these are grouped into sections depending on the pop-up. The first one is HP damage. As you can see, there is a variety of attributes to manipulate, so let's go over them. Condition. This is a JavaScript condition that determines whether this pop-up will be used whenever a pop-up is created on the battler. For example, on HP damage, it's simply if result.hpDamage is greater than 0. The result variable refers to the game action result object handed to the pop-up, but it can also use target to refer to the game battler the pop-up is affecting. Text is a text that is shown. With pop-ups such as HP damage, you can use %1 to represent the heal or damage value. However, with pop-ups such as miss or critical, you can just input whatever string you wish. Location determines the initial location on the battler that the pop-up will appear. It has 2 numbers separated by a comma. These obviously refer to the X and Y positions respectively. You shouldn't have to worry about this too much, but if things do look weird, you can change them here. Furthermore, you can also use this.sprite to get the sprite of the target if you wish to make this a JavaScript eval. Colors are the main and outline colors used for the text. They're separated with that vertical line thingy. The color on the right side is the main color, and the one on the left is the outline color. It's pretty simple. You can just use any JavaScript or HTML colors you like. Motion refers to the motion you wish to use for the pop-up. There are 7 of them: default, horizontal, float, fall, left, right, and rotation. The default is the default bouncy motion that pop-ups usually have. The float motion is the one that moves them up and is used by miss, critical, and a couple other pop-ups by default. Feel free to try and use these as you choose. You can even mix them together. For example, let's have it so that HP damage uses both default and rotation, and now the pop-up looks like this. Pretty cool, right? Duration is the amount of time, in frames, the pop-up lasts. Flash is a flash that can occur on the text. Similar to the other flash effect from RPG Maker MV, you need 5 numbers: the red, blue, green, intensity, and duration. You simply have to list all those numbers out and separate them with commas to make this work. Now that we've reviewed all the attributes, you can now go through and see how each pop-up works. Finally, the last thing to talk about are custom pop-ups. These are pop-ups that you have 100% customization over. You can choose a condition, text, color, etc., and you have tons to work with. By default, the plugin comes with one already set up, a drain pop-up. This pop-up is pretty helpful for indicating when HP or MP has been drained from the target. Now let's try creating a pop-up for a super effective element rate. Simply make the condition result.elementRate is greater than 1 and set the text something like super effective, then set everything else to your liking. Now if an element rate does extra damage, the game will inform us that it's super effective. And that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed, the download link to this plugin is popped up in the middle of the description of this video that you can download and open and stuff. Yeah! Well, anyway, that's all for now. Until next time, and, yeah, you should try it out and use it in your game and make your fonts look better and make it so you're not using default stuff. Yeah. Whew. Well, yeah. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to be saying right now. I didn't plan this out. I had everything else scripted out but this. Shoot. I guess I have nothing to say. Until next time.